I think the greatest experience in the world, which is the movie-going experience, nothing in the world to me like going into a movie theater with 200 other strangers and sitting back and then having this shared emotional experience, whether it's happiness or fear or shock or excitement or whatever that emotional experience is that movie's trying to give you. And being in that audience, I still remember being in a movie theater the first time I saw Avengers.
Oh, I remember mine as well.
And being with 300-400 other strangers as the Hulk starts beating the crap out of everything, and people in the theater looking at each other, strangers turning around, looking at the people behind them, and like sharing this incredible experience together, or being in a movie theater and a really great comedy, and all laughing together. The movie, to me, there will never be anything as great as the movie-going experience. So this message pops up on my computer screen, and snap, it says, "Yo, Star Wars." I'm like, yup, there goes my resolve right out the window. Yup, come on over, let's go. So Schnepp and I ran over to the theater.
It was like, what was this, the 23rd or 24th? It was something
no,
like that.
I think it was 25th, 26th, 27th. It was later.
Oh, yeah, it was like the 28th.
Yeah. So we run over across the street and we go and watch Star Wars. And here's the cool thing, and this is why it ties in starting off the new year. You know, we're going and we're watching Star Wars. And it's great and we're having a great time. But that one experience for me became an encapsulation about why I freaking love the movies so much. Because we're there, right? The year is closing out. And we're sitting in the back row in the AMC Prime, which is, by the way, back row at AMC Prime is one of the best seats. But I don't even remember this, sitting 2 seats over from us, there's this woman who's got to be 47, 48, 50 years old, and she's got a couple of friends there. And I'm telling you this. If you want to look up a picture of the embodiment of joy, it was this woman sitting beside us, man. I'm telling you, like Han Solo shows up on screen.
Yeah. No, she was so happy and like
jumping up and down in her seat, clapping her hands, yelling, squealing, and 20 different times. It got to the point where she was so happy that Schnepp and I would just start to giggle. But it went beyond that. Is not only was all this happiness there, right? It was over in front of us and about a row in front, there was this older couple, 60s, in their 60s. Dude was rocking an ascot. By the way, ascot's not a great look for most people, but he was rocking the ascot, sitting there, right? And then there was over here, there was this Hispanic Latino family, mom, dad, 3 kids. This is this dude's first time bringing his children to go watch Star Wars, right?
Yeah, right next to me was a young couple who were also really into it.
Might have been their first or second date beside us. Then we walk out and we're in the foyer. There was this black gay couple hanging out there. There was another older white couple of dudes and friends there, a group of girls that were there on their own. There was this Muslim family was there and all that kind of stuff. And so me and Schnepp were standing outside. I had to come back to work, but we're talking for a bit because you went back into the movies.
I saw Daddy's Home.
Yeah, he went to see Daddy's Home.
Double
so we
feature,
talked about the movie for a little bit longer, and I walked down the courtyard a bit, and I stopped, and I remember I just got one of those moments where you just thought, forget that it was Star Wars, you just had a chance to think about the experience you just had. And this is why I love the movies, and this was why it's, for me, a great way to start 2016. I thought, where else can you go, and what else can you do where you had that conglomeration of people from every walk of life, whether it's financial, cultural, ethnic, whatever, everybody together in that one room, cheering and clapping and crying and whatever, all together, because that's what the movies do. And I remember walking out once again feeling, I love what we get to do. I love what we get to do because so few things do that. Music doesn't even really do that. I remember me and my cousin, long time ago in Canada, man, me and my, think of a skinny little geeky John Campea, not too hard to imagine, but me and my cousin went to go watch a Public Enemy concert in Toronto, watch Chuck D, Terminator X up there, Bring the Noise, Fight the Power, all this kind of stuff. And then we realized, wow, 1,500 people here. We're the only 2 white dudes, really. But I had a great time, right? Then I went to a Weird Al Yankovic concert recently. It's there's a lot of white in this auditorium, right? But you go to the movies, and it's just everybody. It's like a freaking kumbaya for the human race, man. It is just so great seeing that, and it just felt so good. And the fact that it was Star Wars is also great too. But what else does that but the movies? You know what I mean? And so 2016's here. I'm so excited that we all get to collectively be film fans together because this is just pretty freaking awesome stuff. All right. The movie-going experience can never be replicated at home. I've got a great home theater system, a great one. You may have a great home theater system. But my home theater system and your home theater system suck compared to a real modern movie theater. And the experience, see, to me, like I'm going to go see Star Wars The Last Jedi again tonight. And I'm going to go with my friends. We're going to be, and my wife, and we're going to be in a packed theater with hundreds of other strangers, all feeling that excitement and the energy. It's an event. Going to the movies is an event. And going with the big screen and the big sound with all these people laughing, jumping, shouting, and hollering with everybody. There's no experience like it. It is my favorite thing in the world. The movie-going experience to me is my favorite thing in the world. And I really think that the movie theater industry needs to really focus on what makes it unique. And if you do, it'll be around forever. If you don't, it'll disappear. So there are some really interesting challenges facing the movie theater industry right now that we've never had before. But if they can always capitalize on the one thing that makes them the unique entity of the movie-going experience, then they'll always be in business. Of course I want to watch these things on the big screen again with an audience where we're all cheering together. There is no movie-going experience, there's no movie-watching experience better than in theater with an audience of people cheering and laughing and crying and gasping together. It is the best thing in the world. So yeah, you do this and people are going to flock out to it. They're going to make tens of millions of dollars, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's another marketing tool for leading up to Force Awakens. I have no doubt they're going to do it.
You got to do it. Yeah, and I'd be up for it, too. It'd be like going to see a great rock concert, and you can come in during the opening act. Like, you can walk in halfway through Phantom Menace, get your seats right, be like, okay, this is where I'm sitting. Get that first Darth Maul lightsaber, go to the bathroom, come back, watch Yoda have that great lightsaber fight at the end of 2. Go to the bathroom, go get some stuff done around town, come back, watch the lightsaber fight at the end of 3, leave before you see Darth Vader say no, and then lock in, because you get to see the classic trilogy, or at least most of the classic trilogy, and altered slightly for the special edition.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to get to as many as I can, and I would even watch all the prequels all the way through.
So would I.
Because I'll tell you what, these are movies, we always talk about there are certain movies that are meant to be watched in the movie theater. And like you said, John, this is the movies to watch in the movie theater. Yeah. And even the prequels, they are beautiful looking films. Like the prequels are beautiful looking.
They're gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful.
It is a special effects mastery when you watch it. So, and the big screen and the sound. I mean, that's what they do. ILM, man.
As much as I shit on the movies all the time, the sound of Jango Fett chasing Obi-Wan through the asteroid field. The sound of
minus
I remember
the pew pew.
The first time those concussion mines go off. I mean, that sound in a theater with a great sound system is just immersive.
I think you'll get
so good.
You'll get 6 Wilhelm screams, I believe, before going up to the Force Awakens. Yeah.